Welcome to Mystic Law Tarot, my lustrous Leos. I'm Lauren, your tarot guide for the day. We're going to look into the current general energies between you and your person of interest. We're also going to see something that's helping you, something that's hindering you, and some guidance from an oracle deck of my choosing. I haven't chosen yet. All right, Leos, let's get into it. Let's see if I can shuffle. I can sort of shuffle. Okay, how does our Leo feel about their person? Okay, so the King of Wands and the Page of Swords popped out for when I asked about how you felt about your person. We'll get into that in just a moment. Let's see how your person feels towards you. Whoever this is in your energy, this can be a friend, family member, co-worker, a neighbor. That's another story. Okay, how does our person feel about Leo? Okay, Three of Wands. That's pretty good. All right, let's see. What is helping our Leos? Oh, okay, and what's hindering? Okay, that was very certain. All right, we will talk about that. All right, Leo, and on the bottom of the deck, this will be the energy influencing the reading, just meaning that like the underlying theme or something that's really been impacting you during this time. The Hanged Man is about, and this is somewhere you put yourself also, but just notice that he's not too upset, so it's not like a terrible thing. This is just putting yourself into a stance so that you can see something from a different perspective. That's all. So that's actually really good. All right, so currently you are feeling like you want to go towards this person, whoever this is. But in a lighthearted manner. So the King of Wands is your energy, and I think you're going towards this person in this sense, but you do feel pretty passionate about your person, and it's not an immature type of passion, I guess I should say. The King of Wands represents someone who is a leader, an authority figure of some sort. So it's a confident energy. You know, you're pretty certain of the direction you want to go with this person or how you feel about this person. You're just not quite sure how to approach them. So you're kind of thinking about things. A page is someone who's kind of got an idea. And swords represent air energy. So you could also be dealing with an Aquarius. But yeah, could potentially be some flirting going on, or maybe that's how you're trying to break the ice. Maybe you haven't talked to them in a while, because your asset or your strength position, which again we'll go into a little more, is the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands represent travel or lots of communication. So it looks like you guys are talking, so that's good. And maybe this is just a flirtatious type of communication, or you're starting out as friends or something to that effect. Your person is feeling like you guys have probably been through a lot, and they are seemingly waiting, maybe not intensely patiently, but this is representing like waiting for your ships to come in. So this is something that they've worked towards, or that you both have worked towards, or maybe this person is thinking more so about like their future, or maybe they're hoping that you will be in their future. And yeah, the Strength card that you have for yes, your asset. So continue communicating or traveling. This is something that's working for you in your favor. The hindrance, we have the the Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles represents someone who's independent and working on themselves, whether that's their home, like their nest, let's say, or you know, just their 3D security, like home, job. But with the Three of Swords, Three of Swords is obviously heartbreak, sadness, grief, depression, as bad as, yeah. So some kind of pain having to do with being on your own. Maybe you don't feel confident that you can do things on your own. Maybe you're still kind of in a codependent mindset. Maybe, and I'm not judging you, like that's something that we're all kind of getting rid of at this point, is things that like we have recognized in this part of our lives, hopefully, that there are things that we do to ourselves or continuously put ourselves into that causes this, you know. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it could mean that the idea of being single or kind of standing alone isn't really how you want to feel. You know, you want to be in connection with this person. And you're definitely working on that. So it's not like you're going, this is working. This may just hold you back in the future. We shall see. It's pretty clear about how you feel about your person, but let's get more clarification on how your person feels about you. How does this Three of Wands person feel about our Leo? More on the Three of Wands, please. Okay. So the Seven of Swords popped out along with the Three of Wands. So Seven of Swords would typically represent, it can represent deception. It can represent like keeping something hidden, or kind of dealing with something painful on your own, like isolation. This character here they've got 5 swords in their arms, holding them by the tips, that's another symbol for just a hasty plan, something that's not well thought out, obviously not going to be well, just lost the word, something that's not going to go well, poorly planned. Haste makes waste. And then we've got the Knight of Swords on the bottom, which is kind of funny that I just said haste makes waste, because the Knight of Swords is about rushing in with communication. This can be passionate communication that's positive. This could be something spontaneous. The Knight of Swords knows the direction that they're going very clearly, but that's weird. But I think maybe you're starting to get more guts in talking to this person and like actually telling them a bit more of how you're feeling, maybe. Because again, with that Three of Wands, you know, they're waiting for their ships to come in. It could be that they're waiting for you to figure out how to come to them. Because again, doesn't always have to be about deception or like trying to hide something. This is also a card of strategy. So maybe they're waiting for you to change your strategy. Because again, I don't know if maybe something happened in the past between y'all, but there's some waiting energy here, even though you're all about like talking and going. They're kind of waiting, which is interesting. Why is your person waiting? Okay. Are they waiting for you to end something? The death card popped out. So the death card's not about death necessarily, don't worry. Death is about endings, new beginnings, because what comes after death? I mean, the circle of life just keeps going. Something new will take its place. Death is not a bad thing. Not at all. Why wouldn't we want the end of something that's not working for us? So it looks like that's what you're working on. It's ending something. Or maybe they need to end something. I'm not. Be that too. Okay. Let's get another card on this strength for our Leos. Can they improve on this yeah, apparently. Are you needing to talk about your feelings? Or are you worried for no reason? I shouldn't say no reason, but are the fears that you have about whatever this is? Oh, sorry. I'm new at this. Excuse my noobness. What was I saying? The moon is about like hidden fears. But it's also about emotion and illuminating the things that maybe you aren't acknowledging, or illuminating the things to your other person that you haven't acknowledged this whole time. So let me know if that makes any sense. And as far as your hindrance, how can our Leos improve? Yeah, the world, ending something. The world represents completion of like an entire cycle. Paired with the death card, we're definitely waiting on something to end, something to close. Or it could simply mean that sorry, I don't mean to say it like that, but you're potentially needing to end some kind of cycle representing codependency, or just a negative way of thinking, because even with this in your hindrance area, the Nine of Pentacles still represents being able to do things by yourself, and that everything that you have is enough. You are enough as you are. That is there no matter what. Maybe you're just not feeling that way, but honestly, you are ready to close whatever this is. And this could be not this with this person necessarily, because this person's waiting, or seemingly. Even with the death card, there's no negative energy on this table at all, just internally. So yeah, let's see what kind of advice that we can get for you. Oh, and I don't think I finished my thought there. But yeah, you don't have to necessarily be ending anything with this person per se, although it could be that for some of you. But this could also be just a way of thinking, a way of seeing yourself. And I could probably be repeating myself. My apologies. But yeah, let's get some advice for our lovely Leos moving forward. Yeah, just trust your intuition. It seems like, again, how, you've been thinking about this a lot. Again, we have the Hangman on the bottom of the deck before. So you've been really internal and trying to see things from a different perspective, and also maybe trying to trust your gut a little bit. And then, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Cups. So yeah, you've gotten over something, or it doesn't look like, you've got the Three of Swords, but at the same time, you know, you're moving forward pretty quickly with that Eight of Wands. And then, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning, something that is secure around you. There's the Hangman again. So yeah, you've been really, yeah, and yeah, there's the Devil. I think it is some kind of codependency that you're working on, or some type of negative thinking, or maybe you're just obsessing about this person. But we do have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom, which represents balance, and the Wheel of Fortune. Man, there's just so much fun stuff happening lately. Are y'all okay? I know some things have probably been kind of weird lately, like feelings wise, like what the hell is popping up? Where are these things coming from? Why are they so loud? You know, we have to deal with them. The Five of Swords is like a feeling of defeat, when in reality, like, even though that's how you're feeling, you've also got a little bit of love in your cup that you're kind of ready to give. You know, it doesn't seem to be holding you back. The Judgment card popped out. You've kind of realized something about this person and about what you guys can accomplish together. Yeah, Star. And again, you might be dealing with an Aquarius. I don't know. But the Star represents bringing something that you've been dreaming about down into reality, or combining your higher self with your in reality self. Not that either one's not reality, but you see how their foot is in the water but also in the grass. That represents being pretty balanced within your emotional sense, but also your subconscious thoughts. Like, you've healed a lot. You've cleared a lot of crap out of the attic, I guess, during that time when you're in that Hangman position. So that's really great. It really seems like y'all have got something exciting to look forward to. I am curious though, how, because this other person isn't giving me much about how they feel. Okay, that's probably because they're really working on their bag, you know. How does this person feel emotionally about Leo? They're resting on some things. Four of Swords. What? Okay. So I've got the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands for when I'm just trying to dig and see what else I can find out about your person, because they're really not telling me much at all. But yeah, the King of Pentacles, they're working on their money or their job, or they're just feeling really good on their own, and that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the kind of partner you want, honestly, one that can stand on their own, because how are you going to support one another if you can't even stand on your own 2 feet by yourself? You know what I'm saying? So good for them. Not saying that you're not, because you're obviously working on that. You know, the potential, and again, no judgment, the potential codependency or negative thought patterns that you have, that they're not true. You know, like, I know it's hard to live in the moment, especially when you've got a lot of stuff that's hard to think about or hard to look at, but we don't really have a choice anymore, because once things start getting loud enough, you have to deal with it. And then you feel a lot better. So that's what this is too. This is like, they've been also resting on either this situation between you all, probably, because again, the Three of Wands came out with how they feel. So like, they're waiting for some kind of benefit to show up from the work that they've put in, either just on their end or like for you also. So really kind of just resting, relaxing, recovering, thinking about things. And then to be long-winded and get to where I was trying to get with these two swords or cards, yeah, maybe you've been kind of indecision since I mentioned the Two of Swords. They are pretty, like, if they haven't said anything yet, they are very sure how they feel, and will be very honest and upfront about it. And this isn't like a mean or like disrespectful type of energy. This is just like, this is how it is. Take it or leave it kind of thing. They want you to take it though. They're hoping that this, whatever this thought is or whatever this idea is, that you also want to go in the same direction. They could also really clearly feel that you are like a past, the Four of Wands, sorry, can also look like past life connection, I believe. So maybe they're pretty certain on that. But truthfully, that looks pretty darn good. Good job growing through what you've been going through. Let's see. We're going to get an oracle card for you from oh my gosh, I hate my indecision. It's annoying. Actually, we're going to do, so this is the Portland Tarot deck. This is only the major arcana, and I wanted to get an oracle card which has like a message, and it's like in a book, and it's not, they're not the same as tarot, but for some reason I wanted to get one of these to sort of see what maybe like what you should focus on to keep things going in a positive direction, because that's seems like that's where it's going. Okay, how can our Leos keep going in the positive direction that they are going on? Whoa. These bigger cards are hard to shuffle. That's what she said. Leos. Moving forward. Big boy. Okay, so we have the Hanged Woman for how you can continue to work towards the goals and direction that you want to go, which seems to very much be this person. It seems like your message is to slow it down a little bit, which I can see. You've got the Knight of Swords, who kind of rushes in a bit with the Eight of Wands, which is okay because it's not negative energy you're bringing. But to bring this up again, it alludes to needing to remain open-minded and continue to see things in different perspectives, and know that if you're uncertain how things are going to go, you will in time figure that out, because you've practiced looking in different directions and shifting your perception. Yeah, because look how poised this Hanged Woman is. There's a lot going on, but if you notice how strong they are, but also just how graceful as well. So this isn't a new type of restraint per se. So continue to do that, and you'll continue to make the right choices. Remember how your other advice was the High Priestess. This is about trusting your intuition. So when you're in that hanged man, hanged woman position, remember that that is when your intuition is going to speak loudest to you. Slowing down and taking things one subject at a time is going to really help. You know, listen to what your intuition tells you regarding what you should focus on. You know, what does your heart tell you? Don't listen to outside perspectives, because truthfully, you've done this before. You've hung out, looked at stuff, and made the right choices. So don't think that anything's different now. I mean, you are your strongest self today, right? So knowing that with your past experiences, are you really going to make the wrong choice? I don't think so. So don't worry so much about this heartbreak, this codependent. You don't need that. You are perfect the way that you are. And whatever this is, whatever you're rushing towards, keep going. That's some good, healthy passion. This isn't, overzealous or anything like that at all, but just continue to look inward, quiet things down when you don't know what's going on, because it is within you. You are the High Priestess. All right. Thank you, Leo. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you. Please only take what resonates, as this is just a general reading, so nothing might make sense to you, and that's okay. I will put out some more readings, and maybe some of those will. And yes, let me know if any of that made sense to you. It does help me become a better tarot guide for y'all. And thank you so much. And if you'd like a free reading for yourself, just send me a message. And have a good night. Okay, love you, bye.